Hi guys, welcome to the Sentai Filmworks official March 2015 release schedule video that I've decided to do. This actually came a bit earlier than I suspected it would. I thought this would be coming out late next week, but they've decided to do it ever so slightly earlier than normal, which is fine by me. You may have realised, or seen just recently, that Sentai Filmworks have been licensing a bunch of shows. Pretty much all the shows that they just recently not licensed that were older shows, obviously not any from the current season, seem to be in this schedule pretty much. It's like almost all of them but one, I think, or a couple. Anyway, first up we've got Outbreak Company, the complete collection. This is getting a Blu-ray. I think all of them are getting, all of them are getting Blu-rays. This one's got a dub, pretty rare. Only 2 shows have got a dub, this is one of them. Here's the cover. I think this looks great. It's a bit busy, but it's certainly colourful. I like the combination of this girl's arts, shall we say, attack, like magic attack, with the colours down here. From what I remember, I think this show came out this time last year it was on. And from what I remember, or I'm aware, I didn't actually watch any of it. So what I'm aware it's about an otaku who goes into like some parallel world. He's like a hardcore otaku. He's like supposed to be like the king of moe, like knows everything about the genre and other such things to do with anime. And basically the parallel world he ends up going into is pretty much just like anime come to life, or at least the anime that he watches on television. I don't know if it if the actual world he goes into contains characters from the anime that he's been watching, like fake anime in the show that he might have been watching or something, or if it is just a more general approach where it's like, this is just an anime world, anime rules apply, whatever those are. But anyway, yeah, this was a super popular show from what I remember. I seem to remember a lot of people like this show, so I'm not surprised it's getting a dub. And has my mouse crashed at the worst possible time? Yes, it has. Oh, for crying out loud. Right. Anyway, whatever. So yeah, that's Outbreak Company. Moving on. Here's a good one for a lot of people. This is Familiar of Zero, Night of the Twin Moons, DVD and Blu-ray. Obviously, Sentai Filmworks, they like. Let's just approach the big thing here. Japanese with English subtitles. They aren't going to dub it, which I think is pretty surprising. I'm really surprised they're not getting the old Genian cast, or just making a new cast of their own and dubbing this show. I would have thought this show would have been worth their time. Perhaps Sentai Filmworks were considering it, and they were going to judge it on the first season's sales on Blu-ray and DVD when they re-released it back earlier this year in February, I think it was. So yeah, maybe it didn't sell well enough for them to justify it, or maybe they're going to try and get people to double dip, and they're going to release it, and then whatever profit they make on the subtitle version, they'll end up releasing a dub upgrade later on. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if that happens. But at the same time, it kind of puts me off wanting to buy it. So anyway, here's the cover. I think this cover is... yeah, I mean, I know what the show is like. I mean, I wasn't a big fan of the first season, but I do plan to collect this series. I liked it enough. There was enough in it that I enjoyed. Like, just the general, like, fantasy setting I enjoyed. And, like, the magic school, I guess, although I'm not a Harry Potter fan. I actually haven't even seen any of the Harry Potter movies apart from half of the first one. But anyway. But yeah, the Familiar Zero, Night of the Twin Moons. I gotta bring this up, like... is it just me? Like, am I just dirty-minded, I guess, with Twin Moons and seeing that on the cover? I don't know. It's just me. Is it just me? It might just be me. But anyway, yeah, the Familiar Zero, Night of the Twin Moons. I mean, this cover's fine, but yeah, I'm pretty unsure of whether I'm going to pick this up when it comes out, just in case they end up dubbing it later. But I worry that Sentai Filmworks must be aware of that, so it's really confusing to me, because like, obviously a lot of people might go, well, they're probably going to do a dub upgrade for this at some point, But if they don't sell enough copies, they won't do that. So if people put it off waiting for the dub, then they won't do the dub, because that's pretty much how they're going to judge whether it's worth their while, I guess. So I suppose I would pick this up subtitled. I would have preferred it dubbed though. It's not the end of the world, but I definitely would have preferred it dubbed. But I think this cover will change somewhat. I'd be surprised if this is the art that's used, although this art might be popular, but I would be surprised if that ends up being the final piece of art. Anyway, next up, one that made quite a few people happy, I think. This is The World God Only Knows Goddesses. There's a season 3 of this franchise. Sentai had already put out the previous 2 seasons, DVD and Blu-ray, English and Japanese, so they're going to continue dubbing the series, which is good on them. Like, people were worried they weren't even going to pick this season up, so while it wasn't really ever a doubt, I guess, like, I don't know, there was a part of me that felt like if this does get picked up, it might be subtitled only. Like, I don't know how, like, the fact it took them this long to pick it up is interesting. But anyway, here's the 3rd season of The World God Only Knows. My friend Robert Itachi really likes this franchise, or likes this franchise. I can't remember if he really liked it or not, but I think he did. About a guy that is obsessed with dating video games, or there's like a version of his own Vita or something, and they like have real world consequences. I honestly don't know much about this franchise. It's not something that's ever massively interested me, but if I ever see these going cheap now that all 3 seasons are out, I might consider it if I can get it for a really good price. But yeah, I think this is honestly, I guess this has every chance of changing, but I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't. Like, it's a relatively nice piece of art. I imagine these are 2 girls that are popular in this series at least, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that stays the same. But yeah, dubbed, which is good. And next up, we got an interesting one. I watched this last summer when I watched more shows simulcasted, like last summer, when Attack on Titan came out. That was pretty much the show that I really wanted to watch, and ended up watching like a lot of other stuff as well as a result. One of those shows I picked was Devils and Realist, which this is getting a subtitled Blu-ray release. I actually thought Sentai Filmworks already had this. They announced that they licensed it earlier this week. I must have got it confused with something else, but I honestly already thought they had this series. It's okay. It was alright. It was sort of a shame. You got Solomon, who basically, or is he a reincarnation of Solomon? Like the king of the demons or the devils or something. And yeah, he's basically at like an English school. It's set in the UK, but it's very loose. Like, there's not really, other than like the whole super posh English etiquette, it basically doesn't really, it could be anywhere in the world. It's just like, we chose the UK because this is what the UK, to the rest of the world at least, is possibly most known for, is like tea and posh buildings and posh schools and, you know, polite etiquette and all the rest of it. But so it was an okay show. It wasn't particularly great. I might pick this up. Like, it's a subtitle Blu-ray. It would be relatively cheap. I wouldn't mind watching it again one day. I didn't hate it, but it just wasn't the most amazing series ever. As for this cover, I think this is a perfectly fine cover. If it stays like this, I won't be disappointed. But yeah, given the, I don't know, something about the fact that it's like got devils in the title, I would have thought they might have been able to come up with something cooler. So I wouldn't mind if this changed, but if it doesn't, then whatever. Like, it's a fine cover. The logo is pretty good, and so is this stuff down here and stuff. But yeah, I mean, if you like otome shows, like, there's no female like center character. It's not like a reverse harem or anything, but if you like shows with, I suppose, pretty guys and stuff like this, there might be something in the show for you, but it wasn't the most amazing show by any means. So anyway, moving on, we've got Place to Place. It's getting a Blu-ray upgrade, so yeah, just Blu-ray. It's already come out on DVD before. No dub upgrade for this, but this is supposed to be a really good like romance like series, where it's like slice of life, I'm pretty sure, like maybe fantasy based. I don't know if these cat ears and the ridiculous hair are just stylized stuff, or if it really is like some sort of slightly fantasy or whatever. But yeah, I've been wanting to get this on DVD, but this got leaked that it was going to be coming out on Blu-ray, along with like Dog and Scissors was also leaked for coming out on Blu-ray. We looked at that last time. Oh, did we? Whatever, doesn't matter. But yeah, that's also coming out on Blu-ray. But yeah, I wanted to wait for this to come out on Blu-ray. I wouldn't be surprised if this changed. Most of the Blu-ray upgrades that Sentai Filmworks have done, they've changed the cover. I like this cover. It's much better than the original cover they had. This is the final DVD cover, but they had one before this, which was not final, obviously. It really wasn't very good. But yeah, I do like this cover, but I would imagine it will change, because that's what they've done for most of their Blu-rays upgrades. So yeah, place to place, I would definitely be buying this. Probably on release date. It comes out at the end of March. Next one, we got Student Council's Discretion, subtitle only, DVD and Blu-ray. I know nothing about this show. They licensed it this week. Hekiyo, whatever. Butchered that. Academy. All but one of the student council members are elected via popularity contests, and since teenagers think with hormones more than their intellects, those seats are filled by the attractive derrieres of the school's most beautiful girls. Yawn. Okay. That makes things extra rough on one student chosen for academic scores, because besides being the council's only male member, okay, so it's a harem of some sorts, like moe harem. So here's the cover. The character design here, she looks like she just walked out of 1995. I don't know about you, like most of these two could sort of get away with the early 2000s, but Jesus Christ, with the size of her eyes, the jagginess of her hair, just the shape of her face and everything, like she just looks like she walked out of 1995. So I would imagine this was one of the cheaper licenses for them. Like I said, I've never even heard of this. I don't know if it's on Crunchyroll or anything. I imagine it probably is, but yeah, I've never even heard of this series before. So I mean, this is the English name, so before it would have been known as Seito Kai no Ichizon. Again, probably butchered. But anyway, yeah, the cover is actually okay. Like I quite like the combination of this like salmon pink and this turquoise blue and stuff. And I like the logo coming across the screen at a diagonal and stuff, and it gets the job done, although the male character's not there. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, Student Council's Discretion. I don't know much about it. I doubt I'll be buying it. Well, I know I won't be buying it when it comes out. At least I'm pretty sure I won't. Depends if I have like spare money and I'm willing to get it, I guess, just for the sake of it. But I doubt it, honestly. Yeah, Student Council's Discretion. Not much else really to say about it. Don't really know anything about it. This is and finally, actually, we've got Gin Gitsune. Gin Gitsune. I don't really know how else to say that. DVD, Blu-ray, only subtitled. This again was announced this week. I'm pretty sure, I can't remember, but I think this show was on last fall as well. But for some reason they've only just come around to picking it up. But here's the cover, or at least the preliminary cover. I can't remember if this is a good show or not. I seem to remember people being really mixed on it, and I can't quite remember what it's about other than, you know, wolf demons, or maybe not demons, spirits, sorry. And a bunch of girls all working at a shrine. Messenger Fox of the Gods. I honestly don't know what else. I just know it takes place at a shrine with a bunch of maidens and I guess fox demons or fox spirits or something to that effect. This cover is going to change, like 100%. It's a nice image, but I would be staggered, amazed if this didn't change. It just doesn't seem like a cover to me. Doesn't really do a fantastic job at selling the show and telling you what it's about necessarily. Well, I suppose it kind of does, but yeah, I'd be amazed if this doesn't change. But I do like the this logo is really nice. I like how it has like the wispy clouds and stuff, and Messenger of Fox of the Gods. Yeah, it's all around, that logo is really good. So that they won't be changing that. But yeah, I would be amazed if this image doesn't change. Especially since there's multiple female characters, and given the way that Sentai Filmworks do covers, like, they like to put the female characters on the front. I guess that's what sells the most. So anyway, that's the end of the Sentai Filmworks stuff. But there's something else I want to talk about. Coming out in February, I can't remember exactly when, but we finally got Space Dandy Solicited. Is it definitely February? pretty sure, yeah, February 2015, Space Dandy will be coming out, limited edition, standard edition, and 2 exclusive editions with Amazon and Funimation themselves, again, just like Cowboy Bebop. But, yeah, that's just like Cowboy Bebop. But this image here, this is one of the volumes that's in Japan. I love the fact they're using this artwork. If they change this, I'm going to be so disappointed, because this is so cool. Just a fantastic piece of artwork. I really love this show. I watched the first series, I watched the first 2 episodes of the second series, and I decided to just wait till the show came out before watching the rest of it, because I wanted to give myself something to look forward to. So I decided that I'll watch the remainder 10 or 11 episodes of the second series when that finally comes out. But this is just a solicitation for season 1, so I could be waiting a while, but that doesn't matter. I'll probably rewatch this series because I really enjoyed it. It's a fantastic comedy, fantastic parody show. Like the one about like a virus that wipes out pretty much everyone in the universe was amazing. You got the ramen shop at the end of the universe. There was some really funny stories in this, and I love this artwork. Here is the Funimation shop, like, limited edition, the Boobies Experience edition. I'm not a big fan of this. So you've got a trucker hat with boobies on it. You've got the Boobies official calendar, which I guess will have a bunch of pictures of the girls that work at Boobies in the show. Although only one of them, this one here, Honey, really has any character in the show. Honestly, it's the only one that really does anything. And you've got this like flag and a couple of stickers and such. I mean, this is cool for those who want it. Like, it's fine, but the show is about so much more than this joke, and it's a pretty funny joke. Don't get me wrong. Like, Boobies is a great joke. It really is. Like it's a great parody, and yeah, I enjoyed it. But I don't need, like, Space Dandy is so much more than just ecchi type of paraphernalia like this is. Like, but anyway, yeah, for those who are interested in it, you can get this from the Funimation store. It looks like the art box is definitely going to be holding season 1 and season 2. As you can see here, like, all the episodes are listed here, and there's also 4 discs for this that could fit in this case. So this is obviously not 2 cases holding just 1 Blu-ray and 1 DVD. There'll be everything Blu-ray and DVD in there, so this will hold both season 1 and season 2. And yeah, you got the yellow on the top. There's the spine. Looks nice. Like, it looks like it's going to be somewhat of a wraparound image. I'm pretty sure. Maybe it'll be a wrap. Yeah, it looks like it's definitely going to be a wraparound image, and I love wraparound images on art boxes. So it looks like it's going to pretty much mirror the Japanese art box, which is really cool. Excuse me. So yeah, really good. The discs look fine, given Funimation standards. Like, not amazing, but pretty good. Anyway, here's the Amazon limited edition. Now, this one I'm actually interested in because it's got the Aloha Oi, which is the name of the ship, or the spaceship that Space Dandy owns in the show. So we've got a belt buckle, a little, I can't remember what that is. It's like some sort of keyring thing. But you got the trucker hat and then the sticker. I mean, I don't know if I'll go out of my way for this. Like, I'll think about it more when it comes closer to the time, if it's still available. But I might pick this up. I might, because the hat's pretty cool. I wouldn't mind having that hang up in my room, especially with the sticker as well. I really like the design of, like, the logo for Aloha Oi and stuff. It's really cool, like, especially because it's just Aloha Oi is like a name of, I think it's the name of a song that was sung by, like, the last king or queen of Hawaii before it became a state or something weird. I can't remember. I remember looking it up at some point, wondering what it was, and I think it's something like that. But anyway, like, because yeah, Aloha Oi, like, his spaceship, but Dandy's spaceship is like Hawaiian themed on the inside, and it's just, I just really like the design of that. So yeah, I think that's kind of cool. So I might consider it again. Same art box and everything, just a different stuff you'll get. There is technically less stuff here. Like, you don't get the calendar, like a Aloha Oi calendar or something. There's only 1 sticker rather than 3. So I don't know if this will cost less or more. Depends. I think it's probably listed on Amazon, but I won't check right now. But anyway, that's the end of this video. So yeah, Space Dandy coming out sometime at the end of February, I believe. Really excited about this. One of my favourite shows. I just love, like, I just love the characters like Meow, Cutie, and Dandy. They were just so great. It was sort of like Red Dwarf to me. It's the closest that an anime has ever got to the vibe that I get from Red Dwarf. It's like we're gonna just go out into the sci-fi, like we're gonna do all these sci-fi stories, but it's always gonna have a twist of comedy, a twist of parody, and the characters are gonna be really likable, completely useless at what they do. It definitely had like the Red Dwarf vibe, like we got like just basically truckers in space, which is kind of actually truckers in space. That's alien, but whatever. So it kind of goes the same to me personally. Hence the cap, I guess, trucker cap. Anyway, yeah. So Space Dandy. Then we've got one Outbreak Company, Familiar Zero Season 2, World God Only Knows Season 3, Devils and Realists, Place to Place Upgrade, Student Council's Discretion, and Gingitsune, Messenger Fox of the Gods. So yeah, I'm in Blaze. Thanks for watching. I'll be doing my pickups video tomorrow for the entirety of October. I've just crammed it all into one video, so I've fallen behind, so it'll be a rather long video, probably about 20 to 25 minutes of everything I got in October. And then I'll hopefully be doing the November pickups before the end of November as well, if I can fit it in. So yeah, I'm in Blaze. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.